Hey everybody, it's Ken with Homestead Forge. Today I'm going to go ahead and show you how you guys can make a Kydex holster at home. It's not very hard. Get yourself a piece of Kydex that'll kind of fit like this to where you have a little bit of an overlap on the handle there, okay? I preheat my oven to 325 degrees and I let it warm up to those glow. As soon as they start glowing, what I do is I throw my Kydex in there and I give it about 45 seconds to a minute. My Kydex press is a little bit more simple than normal. I've got Kydex foam shaping board with 2x6s, and I've got a top and a bottom. All right, so now that my Kydex is malleable, you'll be able to see that it flops around like paper. You're gonna take your knife, tuck it in your Kydex, and fold it over like a taco. Once you've got that folded in, you're gonna put it on your press, make sure it's adjusted how you want, cover it like so, put it in your vise and tighten it down until it's as tight as you want, okay? I do have a clamp that I'm gonna put on top of here also. All right, so I've got my setup in the vise and I've got the clamp on top. We're gonna wait, I would say about 10 minutes. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes, so what we're gonna go ahead is we're gonna release this, take it off and check temperature, make sure we didn't pull it out too soon. You can do that by peeling it, just peel it softly. And you can feel it. Definitely a little bit warm still, but yeah. That turned out awesome so far. So I'm gonna show you the next step here in just a second. All right, so that is where you wanna trim. You wanna trim along the blade and the handle and then cut all the way down, right down here. Now that we have that trimmed, I'm gonna actually bevel this out right here, because what you want to have is an opening for the knife to actually, the blade to slide into right there. Otherwise, it's going to lock in too hard and not be able to move. So if you can see where the knife actually hits the Kydex, and you have to trim that down for it to pop in securely. All right, so now that I have this trimmed, you can see the opening, and you can see and hear the knife go in smoothly. It's perfect. All right, so now what you're gonna see is me lining up how I want my clip to sit, which should be right around there. And we're gonna go ahead and mark our holes where we want them to be. I like to put a rivet up here to maintain retention, and 1 or 2 more down like that, as you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this, I'm gonna get these holes drilled, and I'll be right back. So now we have our holes drilled and we got to set our rivets and then we'll trim this thing up. But first, we're going to open the taco and blow any debris out that we have. So I've got rivets and I use this rivet tool here that I got off Amazon and it works like a charm. Always make sure that your rivets are facing the same direction or it will look really wonky. And this setup is pretty easy. You put the rivet in there, set that thing in, make sure it slides good. You're gonna take your hammer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pull it back out, and it's perfectly set right how you want it. Now that all of our rivets are set, we're gonna go ahead and do a test. No noise, and it doesn't fall out, so that means they set great. We're gonna go ahead and get this clip attached and then mark out where we want to cut it. So what we're going to do is line these up, put the set screws in. Can get this to do it. There we go. So we've got that set up how we want it to sit. I had to run and grab a screwdriver, but we're going to set these in stone how we want them. Come on, baby, don't fight me now. We'll get this one. This one wants to go in. That one just wanted to spin a little bit, but... And before we cinch, we're going to make sure we like how it sits. We like that. And we have the clip on. So what we're gonna do is mark and trim up next. Now that we have it marked, we're gonna go ahead and trim off the excess. Now we cut it and trimmed it up. I'm gonna take this thing back off and do some hand sanding. All right, so the hand sanding and final piece is actually all done. I'm gonna take a moment and I'm gonna toss that handle or the clip back on, and then I'll be right back, okay? All right, so the clip is on. We are almost to the final product, but there's one more step that I have to show you. So real quick, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a heat gun and warm up this area right here, just that area. You wanna be careful, you don't wanna get it too hot. You'll see me checking it over and over. Once it starts to get warm, you'll see what I do. Boom, drop the heat gun, put your thumb here, and push up. And you just made a thumb hole. So when you put the knife in, like so, you can use this to push with your hand to get the knife out. But there you go. Final product. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. That would be awesome. Thank you. Have a good day.